Formation 110 years ago with its annual January 8th State, and the economic freedom fighters are busy in KwaZulu-Natal hosting its Siyabonga Thank You rally. The celebrations will be hosted at Durban's People's Park and is expected to get underway at noon. Let's bring in SABC news reporter Bongani Gema. He has eyes and ears on this. Bongani, tell us the aim of this rally.
Well, a very good morning to you, Blaine, and good morning to our SABC viewers. We are coming to you live from People's Park here in Durban. This is very hot, I must mention, here in Durban. Well, the purpose of this rally, you'll remember the statement of the EFF saying this, the support that they got from the voters of the province of KwaZulu-Natal cannot go unthanked. So as the name of the rally says, Siyabonga rally, they're coming here to, well, thank their supporters in the province for coming out in their numbers to vote for the EFF. I'll speak with you, Blaine. I'll ask my colleague Tulani Ngobu to just show you the sea of red of the supporters who are coming in to this rally today to pay their support and be part of today's celebration. As you know, the EFF had a growth here in the province. I mean, the EFF over the last elections was able to get 150 seats here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, up from the 59 seats, I think, that they got in the previous elections. You'll also remember that the CIC, Julius Malema, came here in the province to campaign for the party. And you remember particularly the incident in Pietermaritzburg where Julius Malema was going there to campaign and he was blocked by supporters of the ANC who did not want him to enter the area plane. You'll also remember the incident of the Ward 20 councillor candidates of the EFF who was gunned down days before the election. So those are topics that we are hoping that the EFF will touch on as they thank their voters. But with me I have the Secretary General of the EFF, Marshal Dlamini, who's going to be telling us more about today's occasion. So thank you very much for your time. SG, you are here today to thank the voters, as you say. That means you have something that you are proud of that you were able to gain in the last election.
Look, firstly, first being SABC. And we are here today to thank the voters of KZN, because we know last year with the local government elections we received tremendous growth in KZN. From 2019, people of KZN have been demonstrating and loyal to this organization. They kept voting the EFF. So the national leadership of the EFF felt it's important because it recognizes and understands that the base of this organization, it's the voters. So there's no voter that must go unthanked, because we appreciate each and every voter who votes for this organization. It keeps growing. You'll know that the doomsayers and our opponents, they said EFF will never find traction in KZN because in their small minds they thought we were just a regional party. But the people of KZN, they've proved them wrong, and they continue to do that. Our growth here, even the public representatives that we got, we moved from about 59 to about 164 now. Public representatives, I can tell you now, you can ask the two other big parties that when was the last time they got an increase, even of one seat. We got over 90 seats here in KZN as we did in 2019. So we felt it's important to come here and say thank you to people of KZN, that their votes we will never take them for granted. We appreciate the confidence that they have on this organization, and we shall never fail them. So today it's a joyful day. The voters are here, the fighters, the ground forces, the activists of the EFF who continue to do door to door, even when they're being threatened, they remain resolute, because they know that this is their only organization. This is the only organization that will deliver economic freedom in their lifetime.
SG, we know that there have been talks of areas that are now termed no-go areas where the EFF, they saw those areas were volatile towards them. You remember the issue of Maritzburg. You also remember the councillor who was gunned down. What are you going to do about those areas? You know that the EFF managed to get seats in areas where they didn't have seats, to mention Umgeni.
Look, those were just chance takers. I can tell you now that we went there with President when those fools of ANC, they tried to stop us there. I can tell you now, on the outcomes of the results, the majority of seats are coming from that region. That's a sign of confidence and commitment of our people in KZN to say the KZN province belongs to the EFF. Everywhere else where we go, that's why people of Mkungulu, they came out in numbers because they were angered with that arrogance that was demonstrated by the ANC of all the regions. They are the best performing region now as we speak. Look, we obviously we dip our flag for the fighter who lost his life, but we can assure him and everyone else that will continue fighting. We are represented everywhere from Zimkulu to Mhlabuyalingana, all regions from Bergville up to here, Tewin. There's an EFF councillor representatives in areas where we still got, we are an organization in areas where we still did not do much, like Umzinyati. We knew that we did not have a region, so we had to go and rebuild structures. But we are happy with the confidence that we got there because we are represented on all those municipalities. As we speak, for the first time, EFF, we got about 8 mayors here in KZN. So that is a growth, and it's what the president is going to be outlining and speaking to it broadly, to come and thank the people of KZN because they've really were humbled with the support that we're getting here, and they're doing it on their own. They don't need supervision. They are resolute in their branches, in their streets, in their villages, where they stay to say EFF is going to exist here and we need no permission from any party.
SG, before I let you go, just briefly tell us about the activities that we can expect today. I can see your members are starting to trickle in, but many of them are not wearing masks. I must mention. What activities can you expect today? You know that the program started yesterday with the slaughtering of 4 cows in Inand.
Look, they are coming here in numbers. We are COVID compliant because we set with the authorities here to make sure that everything else that talk to the issues of COVID-19, we are compliant. The leadership will be there guiding the program. But for today, we're saying to the fighters, they must just come here to relax and enjoy. We know they always work hard. They take this organization seriously. They push themselves hard. But we are saying today it's a day to relax. They'll come here. The commander-in-chief is coming here to speak to them because he is a president of that nature who doesn't send people. He comes himself to speak to the people and thank the people himself. So he's leading us from the front again today to come and speak to the people of KZN that are here and the whole broader KZN, even those that have not managed to come here. Because if you look at the numbers that we have, it's only few numbers that are coming here. The majority of our people, they're at home, they'll be watching on all our communication channels. But the president himself is the one who's going to speak broadly in terms of the message of today and the direction going forward.
Siyabonga.
Thank you, Bob.
Well, Blaine, there you have it. That is the Secretary General of the EFF, Marshall Dlamini, just telling us what can be expected to take place here today. Also mentioned the issue of no-go areas where the EFF has been met with violence in areas where they were trying to campaign last year, saying that, well, they are doing away with that. No area in this province will not have an EFF plane. I must mention that the EFF analysts have said that the EFF is on a very positive trajectory here in this province of KwaZulu-Natal. I mean, they've had deputy mayors in some municipalities, I can mention Umhlatuze, and there are others, Plain, where they are doing very well, Plain. But for now, let's take it back to you in studio.
All right. Bongani Gema, live for us in KwaZulu-Natal. Thank you. Let's bring in some